Welcome to this series related to studying and learning skills for undergraduate medical education student. My name is Mohamed Hassan Taha. I am the director of the Medical Education Center at the University of Sharjah. And we are designing these videos to support undergraduate medical students with essential study skills to support their learning process throughout the medical and health science school. This video is part of studying and learning skills for undergraduate medical education, and this video will be about the role of students in problem-based learning. It is the 12th videos of this series, and it is very close related to the previous video, which is about problem-based learning principle and practice. In this video, we'll be talking about the role of students in problem-based learning. So as you can see here, we have students leader, group members, and scribe who is taking the notes. So we have, this is a form of problem-based learning. Just to remind you with the previous session, the role of the leader is to lead the discussion, encourage all members to participate, maintain the group dynamics, keep to the time, ensure group keeps to task in hand, ensure scribe can keep up and make an accurate record, and also participate in the discussion. Why for the scribe is to record points made by the groups, help group order their thoughts, participate in discussion, and record the resource needed. For the group members to follow the steps in the process sequence, the 7 jumps approach, participate in discussion, listen and respect to the contribution of others, ask open questions, research all learning outcomes or learning issues, and share with others. The common responsibility for every member in the group, the leader, the scribe, and the group member, is to participate in the discussion. Let's also revise the student's role. The attendance, having active role, ensure the 7-step process forward, debate and discussion, reasoning, develop the clinical reasonings, and evaluate. So what the students must do in problem-based learning, the student must think aloud in problem-based learning, and they should not worry about their ideas being right or being wrong in problem-based learning. This is very important. And they should ask questions from themselves and from each other. This is very important. There is very important thing to be highlighted here in problem-based learning. We should consider the basic mechanism of problem in problem-based learning. It's very important to try as a student to understand the basic structure and the functional mechanism in the problem, and that might contribute to the presentation of the problem. As a student, you should use the collective skills and experience of group members to explore or explain this phenomena. And the learning should not be superficial in problem-based learning. There should be real understanding of the basic principles. And diagnosis of the disease in problem-based learning is not the most important issue. The most important issue is the understanding of the learning process. So you should, as a student, to do the following. Spend a considerable time in brainstorming. This is the third and fourth steps in problem-based learning. Keep to brainstorming rules. If someone thinks it, she must say it. So it's very important to ensure safe environment during the brainstorming. Discuss and justify suggestions all the time. And you should write all suggestions down on the board or in the screen, even if they appear to be overlap or not well developed. And you may go back through the problem after a short break, thinking about something else. This is a very important thing that you should do as a student, as your role. So you should learn from each other. You should be receptive and appreciative of the contribution of your small group members. And you should act as a one person. The group should act as a one person in problem-based learning. It's very important. It is the end step or end jump in the session one is to determine priorities for learning. And it's very important to consider time, resource, and objective and set priorities regarding relative importance of each learning issues. And you should remember that the primary task of each problem is to provide signpost to learning, not to make a quick diagnosis or work out on a management plan. So, in a summary, we use problem in problem-based learning as a stimulus for discussion, for asking questions, for making a framework, for organizing the knowledge, and for allowing you to acquire essential information and development of sound concepts and lead to establishment of principles which you will apply in your future career. It's very important to use the abnormal to focus on the normal, because in problem you have the abnormal function of body system and then go back to the normal and then come back to the abnormal. And this will help you to develop the clinical reasonings and the way the disease progresses. Asking question is the key. It serves to keep the group focused and prevent from getting locked out. It also can help other group members by forcing them or by motivating them to present information and concepts more precisely. And the only question that can be considered a stupid question is the one that is no asked. And the key message here, there is no stupid question. You have to ask any question, and you have to respect any question from your colleague, because this is your time to learn from the process. Sharing information is also the key. So students should share their knowledge, expertise, and ability to reason and synthesize information, and this will help you to develop your skills. In a summary, this is your role, and as you can see here, this was the second slide in this presentation. Participation in discussion is the key, and is the responsibility of every member in in problem-based learning as part of a small group learning. Thank you so much for watching this video, and now I invite you to watch the last video of this series, Studying and Learning Skills for Undergraduate Medical Students, in which we will describe the 7-step approach, what to do at each step in detail and in a practical way. We will go together using case scenario, and will let you know as students what to do at each step. See you in the last video of this series.